friends. Dan Lusinski's Archangel Cutlery. Back in the shop here after a couple weeks hiatus, or fun hiatus. But I'm working on a couple bushcraft knives. I've got one out in the sand right now normalizing. I had quenched that blade, hardened it, and realized that I needed to drill another hole for a slide-on guard, or a slot guard, that's going to be up close to the blade. And even though the handle wasn't hardened and I drilled all my other holes in the handle fine, I couldn't get my hole drilled up near the ricasso because it was just close enough to where that blade was heat treated that it made it a little too hard to drill. And instead of killing a bunch of drill bits, I figured I would normalize out the blade, do my drilling, and then re-quench my steel, temper it out. And by then I'll have a guard and a handle on it shortly after, and maybe even a finished blade. But in the meantime, I wanted to present my customer with an alternate option. So I'm making a similar bushcraft blade to the one that's out there normalizing. And this one has all its holes drilled. And as you can see, it's nice and orange hot. And I'm just going to keep heating it and beating it and drawing out the blade. Maybe this one will be a little bit bigger of a blade than the other one. And listen to the sound the anvil makes as I hammer. I get a nice little whack going. When the sound starts to change in the steel as I'm hitting it, come a little closer here. As the sound starts to change in hitting the steel, I know that the steel is cooled past the point of where I want to be hitting it. Now you can see the blade starting to grow out a little bit. So when I throw it back in and heat it back up, I'm going to try to correct the blade and keep it running straight because I don't want a swashbuckling pirate bushcraft blade. I want a nice straight clip point bushcraft blade. So we're going to correct it back out, and then we're going to keep chasing that blade out, put a nice distal taper in there, and slim the blade down as it gets toward the end. So back in she goes. As you can see, I got my 1/4-inch hole for my slot guard. It's going to be a nice 1/2-inch piece of metal. It'll look great. And then I've got 2 other holes for one for a lanyard tube and one for a pin in the handle. And we'll go with some nice burl. It's a olive wood burl. It's real good. Back in she goes. If I like the way this blade is looking when I'm done, I'll temper it here today. I also have a large Bowie I'm going to temper today. And I'm experimenting with a little forge welding of some stainless steel. You can see I'm orange with this, but I want to get to a straw color. So I really need to leave this sucker in there baking for a while. It's nice and hot. The other blade I'm going to be quenching today is a large, I think this is a 17-inch Bowie. It's a monster. But I did some drilling along the spine for a blade catch. These are 1/8-inch holes. And we'll put a nice brass blade catch on there and a beautiful brass guard. So more to come with that. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for following.